Hello and welcome to the Media Student Perspective podcast. I'm your host, Downright and Kemi, and on my right I have
Barry.
Left I have
Michael McAnally.
Right, okay guys. We decided to watch two films, The Hunger Games and Jesus Henry Christ. What did everyone think of The Hunger Games?
Shit.
I think it's good, unlike Barry.
It's not. It's rubbish. They took the book that was brilliant and just turned it into a piece of shit.
Okay, well, if you took the book away, if there was no book, what do you think of it as a film?
Rubbish. Partly because the camera work was terrible.
No,
It's not rubbish,
Yes, it is.
I love the camera work, especially at the beginning, like the first sort of scene where you see her in District 12. It just felt like an indie movie to me. I loved that bit up until like they got to that.
You're right.
City.
It did feel like an indie movie, except the problem with it is it's not an indie movie.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be an indie movie.
They had a third party. They made it into like a third party perspective into the whole film, whereas the book was the first party.
Yeah, but you can't tell the book from someone's mind.
But that was the brilliant part of it, where we followed Katniss and not every other aspect of the film and every other aspect. That was the whole point of the book. You followed Katniss and not Gao and not the other districts. You just had Katniss's
Yeah, but it works as a book. But would you think that would work as a film?
No.
So
I think as a film it works if you don't consider the book. I mean, the acting was good. I think the acting was good.
Acting's brilliant because it's got Jennifer Lawrence in it.
Well, you can't say anything bad about Jennifer Lawrence, to be fair. So.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
No.
You can. We just choose not to.
No, you really can't.
No, I disagree with you on that.
No, I mean Jennifer Lawrence's acting was kind of good. Peter Malik's, I can't remember the actor's name, but he was good.
So keen on everyone else.
Gal was just why did they even pick him for an actor?
When as soon as he walked on, I thought like, Twilight.
Yeah, he just why? Come on,
just
seriously.
Looked like Robert Pattinson. I was like, no.
Oh, what, the one with the little moustache?
No, the
guy in the woods.
In the woods. He first meets in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
They're
technically.
Oh yeah.
But that's the whole point. In the film, it wasn't designed as a love interest. They in the book, it's not a love interest.
Yeah.
It's the best friend.
The love interest thing annoyed me.
Yeah,
like the whole film.
It is.
I did like the whole twist. I mean, complete spoilers here, everyone. I did like the twist where, like they said, they changed the rules and then changed the rules again and then they changed the rules again and they were going to swallow the
I saw it.
Swallow the berries.
Of course, I read the book.
Well, I like how they're going to swallow the berries and they had to call the bluff. I thought that was really.
That is one of the things I did like about it, in the sense that when you read it, it was a panicked narrator speaking over to the games, and I did like that about how when they was going to take the berries, the actor did sound panicked, and it was like, oh my god,
yeah.
You're just there going, oh yeah. That's actually quite good. The bit that really annoyed me in the film was, well, there's two things. One, the mutations. The mutations in the books, or the mutations in the film, are just wild dogs. No explanation from it or anything like that.
Right.
In the books, from the fallen tributes were sort of genetically engineered into those dogs.
Okay. Yes.
So
that would have been. I'd have liked that if they put that in. That was
but it was. Better. It's not only that. It was kind of the symbolism. Like, not only will the capital, basically destroy people from your town, but they will also humiliate them in death. Yeah. And they will make them attack the people that survive.
Yeah, I like that.
There's that whole
symbolism.
That
way he could have been like when the guy fell off the cornucopia thing. He would have been eaten by his own.
Yeah, he could have been. He was sort of. That was the whole point, and the Katniss realised that by looking into their eyes, and they had human eyes. Right. And it was that whole point that they had like the same similar fur.
I think that would have slowed down the film though at that point. If they introduced that whole thing at that point, it would have slowed it down.
I don't think it would have slowed it down in the sense that I think it would have not got it a PG rating. Yeah,
that's the whole thing with the camera work as well. But that's the whole thing why they had to keep it a PG rating, especially during all the sort of fighting scenes. They had to have all the shaky camera work, and they even had that they digitally remove blood afterwards. Yeah, but because they wanted to keep it.
The deaths were too quick. I mean, in the book, the deaths.
Yeah, but they can't make long deaths, otherwise it'd have been an R rating.
Yeah, but the. But the deaths with in like the cornucopia and Kato, his death lasted. He was like in pain for hours, and Katniss and Peter was sitting on top of the cornucopia before Katniss decided to kill him with the arrow. In the film, that took 2 minutes. There wasn't no sort of, time sequence changing where he's still crying, feeling pain. She just put it out. And that's just, no. He's got to suffer. He was the bad person. That was the whole point. He was evil. He's a thingy.
Right. What did you think, Michael, of the scene where the last training scene where they're up on the sort of the stand thing. They're on top of the stand thing where they're all talking amongst each other, and she walks up and shoots the arrow.
shoots the arrow across his head and his apple.
Through the apple.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was so cocky, and the way they looked at him, just absolutely gobsmacked. I mean, she was just like, what did she say again?
Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you for your consideration. I thought that was perfect, and the way they laughed about it after in the scene.
I really liked Woody Harrelson. Like, I like him anyway in any film, but I thought he was really good.
He fitted that role perfectly, I think.
Sort of, he played drunk mentors before, I think.
There is something, that thing in the book, you actually see Haymitch's audition tape for the Hunger Games.
Oh, right.
And you see how he actually survived and stuff, and he only basically walked to the edge as far as you can in the Hunger Games. And then the only reason he won is because he threw an axe and it bounced back off the thing and killed the other person. And it's,
well, and
it's that
how come they let him go to the edge? They didn't let Katniss go to the edge.
But that's maybe why.
Because it happened before.
It's all in the sense that they learn from the other Hunger Games, and it's all about
development. But they've been going on for ages. Surely they've realised.
Well, it's the 45th.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, it's the I don't know. Well,
I felt the character. I felt that woman. I don't know. Does she actually have a name?
Which one?
Wears all purple and stuff. Really.
She does have a name, but I can't remember.
Okay. Do you know who plays her?
No.
Do you know the woman from What to Expect From Expecting? Who does that laugh? It's her. Did you know that?
Oh, okay. I don't know her name. I
can't think of her name as well.
She reminded me of Mrs. Umbridge from Harry Potter. She talked like her.
Oh,
yeah, it's that kind of thing. That kind of stuck up posh.
Yeah.
My way's right.
She annoyed me.
Yeah.
I hated her. Oh.
You should try reading about her in the books, Michael.
I don't read books.
Well, you do. They just have to have pictures in.
Thanks, Matty. On that note,
anyway, the film got a 7.2 rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean,
so obviously it was really liked. What I wanted to discuss though is, don't you think the whole premise of it is a little sort of, I don't know, inhumane? Children killing children for adults' amusement. The fact that you're reading about it means you're partaking in it. It's like people who read, I don't know, 50 Shades of Grey. They're partaking in this children killing children.
If you think about it, I can't remember the title of this film, but there's also another film similar where a group of men go into the woods and they have to kill each other for their own reality TV show.
But this isn't just a group of men. This is children.
I know.
Why are we reading about this?
Why
do we want to watch this?
I don't know.
It's not the fact that it's children. It's kind of the government have done this to. The government are making the children do this. So
why do we find this so interesting? Why did young adults find it so popular? Why has it become a hit?
Because it's got the themes that they like. You know, death, murder.
I've heard that
action.
I've heard that the Hunger Games was sort of a metaphor for how young adults see life, and that they think they feel it's just a competition, survival of the fittest.
Well, that is kind of what they do with
or ganging up on each other.
Yes, yeah.
That's kind of what they meant with like District 1, District 2 and stuff, where they didn't have. They had volunteers, but they just usually trained their whole life to become that at that stage, which is like where Cato and everyone else came from, and that is kind of they're the natural born winners. Whereas people like Katniss and Peter, they're down the food chain. They're kind of your nerds. If you're talking about that perspective, they're kind of your nerds. Yeah, they're kind of your nerds, and they just have to sort of fight. They're kind of working class, whereas Cato, sort of upper class. They always have everything handed to them, whereas the district, where like Katniss and that have to fight for what they want.
So it is that. I found it quite funny when people saying it's inhumane. Did you know Suzanne Collins, the woman who wrote it? She used to write what was it called? Clifford's Puppy Days.
Puppy Days.
Yep, she was the main writer for Clifford's Puppy Days. I just thought that was brilliant.
How did
She's
she
like,
get
I hate this children's stuff. I'm gonna make them kill each other.
That must be it.
She must have got the idea from just like writing the book and went, oh, and then Molly went to the thing, and then Clifford stamped on her.
Speaking about where she got the idea from, you know the whole Battle Royale thing?
Yeah.
Do you think she took the idea from Battle Royale?
Well, she said she got the idea from flicking channels overnight, and she was like flicking through a disaster on a news channel and stuff like that. I think she probably sometimes when I get ideas, it's kind of you watch a program and then you forget about it, and then subconsciously,
yeah,
you kind of remember it and then you go, oh, this is a good idea, and then you research. It's all
she'd
about
never heard of
research.
it. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, you've got to research.
Okay. Yeah, but she would obviously want to stay away from a book or film that seems to go along the same narrative, because she wouldn't want to steal from it, I guess. But the fact that she didn't hear of it at all is a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about Royale, and I'm not, that major and stuff. It's the same for anything. It's I suppose it's also like Lord of the Flies kind of similar in the sense of children on an island.
Well, yeah, I guess it's like even like the Roman sort of Colosseum type thing.
Yeah,
still.
They're all very similar. You can draw, your ideas from different perspectives.
The Battle Royale author, can't remember like the first name, but his last name's Takami, said he appreciated fans standing up for his book, but stated that he thinks every novel has something to offer, and that if readers find value in either book, that's all an author can ask for. I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, well, it's kind of true. It's kind of what you don't steal ideas. You take an idea and you can develop it for your own, and that's something what I think where they differ. But the thing that other people think, if the book is slightly similar, they go, "Oh, they copied, plagiarism." No, just
they can't pronounce plagiarism.
Yeah, just plagiarism.
Okay, so your rating of Hunger Games out of 10.
If we're going as a film, on its own without the book,
yes,
it would be probably around a 6. If it's based on the book, and the 6 is based on the acting, and the fact. But if we're basing it on with the book as well, it'll probably be about a 4.
Okay, Michael.
I want to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
I'd say
6.5. I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't like a film that's going to stay with me for a long time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Harry Potter's become this major thing, and Hunger Games they're trying to do it the same as kind of like Twilight is and stuff, but it just
I don't
won't
think
match
they
up
are.
to it.
I think it's got its own thing.
Yeah, but it's kind of the Harry Potter audience went to Hunger Games. It's kind of the books. People who read Harry Potter, they read the Hunger Games as well. Most of them anyway. That's kind of what I done.
Yeah.
And then so you just develop it.
Well, until the new Hunger Games comes out.
Yes, Catching Fire.
May the odds be ever in your favour.
May the odds forever be in your favour.
On that note, Jesus Henry Christ.
Yeah, we need better segues.
It got only a 4.2 rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and a lot of comments were saying that it tried too hard. Tried too hard to be eccentric? Have you seen the Wes Anderson films?
No.
We've seen Moonrise Kingdom.
Yes.
You know how that's sort of how eccentric it is, how sort of stylized and how separate from.
Yeah.
They were saying that Jesus Henry Christ was trying to be like that.
I don't think they was at all. No.
Okay. Well, what did you think of it?
What, the film?
Yeah.
I thought it was very unique. I thought it was a good twist. Wasn't expecting some of it, and yeah.
Right. Okay. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I understand people are saying about it trying too hard though, but I don't think it did. I really liked, especially the opening scene where the mother burns alive while lighting her daughter's candle.
That's funny.
I thought that.
I think that's funny that half the family died at the beginning, and then the other guy just dies of age, and they don't say anymore. That was weird.
And I liked how it all sort of made sense at the end. Like they gave the money to AIDS and stuff. And
that guy who turns up at the end. That was the guy who ran away, wasn't it?
Yes.
At first, I thought it was the guy who died of AIDS.
Oh.
So they look kind of similar. You died. How could you be here?
What did you think of it?
It's a good film. I liked it. That's why I recommended it. It's kind of the only it started off as his short film. I think he probably done it for a university or something. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But I think it progressed, and he maybe made this out of it, and I think it worked quite well. It is kind of that indie feel.
Yeah. So it did have a sort of.
See, Hunger Games having an indie film. Yeah. The
first part, no, the rest of the whole bit when they actually started the actual Hunger Games part.
Yeah, it's just
doesn't feel like an.
It's just there.
But anyway, Jesus Henry Christ.
Hunger Games. Look at the budget you've got. The budget you've got for Hunger Games and the budget they had for Jesus Henry Christ. You could expect it for Jesus Henry Christ. Yeah. Whether it's Hunger Games.
I don't like Jesus Henry Christ the scene with the post-it notes. Where he sort of opens the window and he sounds like a tornado around him. I thought what was going to happen is that they're all going to fall except for one, and it could be something really meaningful. But I liked how it didn't do that. That was being a bit cheesy.
Yeah, it's thinking. When I saw that, I just thought of the advert on TV, like the super sticky notes, and you just say, going, "Yeah, if that one does stay on the wall."
Yeah, I like how she slapped the one on the head, like, "I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you, slowly and painfully." That was brilliant.
See, before that, for the post notes flew out the window thing, they said that the guy said that it survived the storm, so. He lied.
Yeah, none of it. And eventually he tried to blow the one off his forehead. Come on.
No, I think he said it survived the storm, but it was kind of there's probably If it did, it was under certain circumstances.
It was probably super glued to the wall.
Yeah, it was laminated. The bit I didn't like about Jesus Never Cross was the ending. I think the ending was too present-ish. They wrapped it really nicely. I don't.
This is the true story. This is what happened after that.
Well, I don't. I think it should have ended, with Jim sitting at the table. I don't think it should have shown him at the graduation and the girl at the protests.
And all looking old.
I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, I don't think they should have showed that. I think they should have ended it.
She wouldn't have had a arc. She wouldn't have gone anywhere. She'd have just gone on hating people.
But it would be a lot better if they just what most films do and just have a bit of text and just tell you the. I would prefer that. I'd have much preferred that than actually show you.
I mean, use your imagination then, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of a happy ever after, but where are they going to go? These people all have their problems. I wonder where they're going to go.
I liked it can sound weird now, but I liked how she kissed him. When she's walking up, she walked up to him and all go which was lesbian. She just starts snogging him.
Yeah,
goes,
she was doing
that's
that.
your brother. Oh my god!
She was doing that to turn everyone's.
And they're like, ew! Yeah. But then she's incest.
No, she's not a lesbian. No, she's an incest instead.
I did like that bit. That bit was quite good. It's kind of when she walked out the school and screamed. Just.
Oh look, I like the joke where he kills everyone on the arcade game when they go to the arcade thing, and he kills everyone. Yeah. And then they take the whole thing to the till and ask how much is 10,000 tickets worth.
Yeah, just have that little thing.
Then you see them with the pens. Like, what?
I think they've been ripped off.
That was like a joke. That was the sort of joke. I think.
The first thing I thought when they put that on the counter was I thought they were going to carry on this massive teddy.
It's kind of like the subtle messages that arcades rip you off.
Yeah.
It's kind
of a lot of sub messages, I think.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you put in £1 for 100 tickets, then really that thing only costs 10p in the shop.
Probably
in batches. Yeah.
I remember I went to Wales on my holidays for a week, and I went to one of those arcade things, and I won 3 tickets. And I remember I managed to win up to 10, I think. Yeah. And I waited in this huge queue that went around the whole arcade to try and get some of what I earned, and it was like a tiny ball. I think was the only thing I could have bought. It just wasn't worth it.
4 hours of your life.
Yes.
To get a ball.
It wasn't even hours of my life. It was how much money it cost.
I think everybody wastes their money on arcades.
Yeah.
It's a big old scam, but you can't help yourself because it's fun.
There's 2p
it's what
machines.
you do on holiday,
There's 2p machines where you put them in, you're trying to move the 2p closer to you.
The thing is, you probably put for every person who wins, they probably put just enough money in to win that money back. They probably put in 5 2p's and
I
get.
don't ever win my money back.
Would you pay £2.50 for a refresher?
Refresher?
Like a little refresher, about an inch long.
No.
That's how much you pay when you want to get that cheap. You're so determined to get that
little
sweet out of that 2p machine.
It's also that thing about
you're never going to use it. It's
just go down the road.
It's also that thing about winning. It's the competition.
Yeah.
Drive. Just you see someone else do it. Well, I'll get that instead. Yeah.
And then you see their face, and then you win. It's like.
Well, it's all a system, isn't it? The claw machines, it's all a system.
Yeah.
If you stood there long enough, you could work out the system.
Yeah. It's like. This is where I forget his name. Henry James Herman, that's the one. Okay, what other films have you seen recently?
Last night I watched. We watched Arthur.
We watched Arthur.
We watched Arthur. Arthur was really good.
I liked Arthur.
Wait, is it the original with Russell Brand?
It was the one with Russell Brand. Why is there another one?
Yeah, there's the original.
Oh right.
I thought the Russell Brand character was like Tony Stark before he found a passion.
Younger Tony Stark.
A younger Tony Stark before he found a passion.
Alcoholic Tony Stark. Yeah, Russell Brand fitted that character perfectly in my views. I mean, straight from the beginning he made me laugh when he was getting chased by the police in the Batmobile.
Yeah, Batmobile.
I wanted him to
put on a voice though when he opened the car. Like, how can I help you, officer?
Get out of the way.
Sorry?
No.
You haven't watched Arthur? You definitely
haven't watched Arthur?
No. I keep meaning to. It's just kind of, I don't know, I should watch the original first, and I'm just going, no.
I didn't know there was original, but I will get on that.
Yeah.
Not literally, but
I was having an image of just Michael just standing on a desk in the garden.
Right, so thinking how am I going to do this?
Right, I watched a film recently. It's just really brilliant sort of British comedy, like Shaun of the Dead. I think might have mentioned that to you before. FAQ about time travel. Frequently have questions about time travel.
I watched that.
I watched that
you did
last
watch
night as well.
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like,
I watched it and I started trying to make a trade for it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
The only thing annoying me is it ended too soon. I wanted to see more.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
a short film.
I don't think it did end too soon. I think it ended quite well.
But I wanted
The
to
ending-
see more.
the ending-
But I've happily sat there for 2 more hours watching it.
The ending I think was really good. With the thingy. Oh, it's a portal to another dimension. Okay, then just walk out.
I loved it if it just closed on them, just as they're jumping in.
That's exactly what I expected.
That's what I thought it was going to happen. They took so long talking about it.
Yeah, it's like, this portal's going to close.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. I was expecting them to just jump and then just like fall onto the floor. The thing that I didn't get in FAQ was the guy said, "Oh, I saw us once. We was running straight, but I didn't have enough time because he was running straight past." And then that bit was never actually seen in the film.
Oh yeah, there were some bits that talked about that didn't actually happen.
No, I think everything else was everything else was shown, like why you found out why they were on the billboard and stuff like that. The only bit that wasn't was they run straight past. And I can't think of anything where they actually did run straight past.
Did you watch the bit after the credits?
Yeah, no, after the credits. No.
Yes, there's a bit after the credits where he runs straight past.
I did start thinking, I was like,
both of them run straight past. Yes. Wait, no, but they were in different. What might have been? I don't know. I'm gonna watch it again anyway. It's such a good film.
I did like it.
I wish they'd made more. Like,
I liked it purely because they talk about like the FA thing, time travel questions and stuff like that, and the obvious ones. And then all of a sudden they just walked into the toilet. It came out. It's like I just saw tons of dead people. Just, okay.
I'll take your hot time travel chicken and up you room for the dead people.
Yeah.
I just love that. I love Cassie as well. She's just brilliant. She's like, I thought she was a really good actress.
The thing is she a good actress? Because she only ever plays dumb people. The woman who played Cassie.
Anna Faris.
Yeah, Anna Faris.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I don't think she's the first choice for that part. Every time I see her, I keep thinking scary movie. I can't take her as a serious actor.
I think she'd have worked as, what's her name? Zoe Deschanel. You know in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when you got the Zoe Deschanel character? I think that would have worked.
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel should be in every film.
Well, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that she works well as a thing. I think she's kind of typecast now as
I like the American character.
Yeah, but she's got that confused.
Everyone in the future is American.
Zoe Deschanel like talks sometimes like she doesn't know she's on the Earth, and I think like that allows confusion to the film.
Yeah.
So
I like the American character, the editor.
Yeah,
she was good. She was a good actress.
Who is she?
Yeah, the editor.
Yeah. What actress is she?
I don't know her name. Research, guys, come on.
No, because the thing is, I saw her name and I sort of googled her to see what else she's been in, and I can't remember her name. So I did research. I just can't remember anything.
I don't remember seeing her before.
That's what I mean. I researched. I like Anna Faris. I know Scary Movie. You know, House Bunny. She was in as well. I think. I don't know.
Everyone's in House Bunny.
I know. Literally everybody.
I keep finding people. Oh, they're in House Bunny. And Big Mama's House as well.
House Bunny?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it? You should watch it, Michael.
No,
you'd enjoy it.
Well, Michael would enjoy it, but it's a shit film.
Yes, it's a shit film.
It's a rubbish film.
Yeah.
You just sit there watching it.
The thing is, in it, Kat Dennings.
I like the film My Super Ex Girlfriend.
I haven't seen that. I know of it. I haven't seen it.
I've seen bits of it.
Yeah, Uma Thurman and
the guy.
Yeah,
that guy. That guy that done that thing that one time.
Guy I met at a party once, you know.
And that guy in the corner. Yeah.
Right. Moving on.
We need better segues. I think we could cut it out with audio.
Yeah. What are we looking forward to in the future? We're media students. What are we planning to do with our lives?
Watch films.
Good choice.
Well, the question is what aren't we going to do?
Well, I'm not going to do a lot of things, to be fair.
Look, I'm not filming porn, okay? We talked about this.
We
did talk about this.
We actually did, to be fair. Right, so what do you want to study? Barry?
I want to study script writing.
Why?
Because I like to write.
I like to write.
Yeah. I think I'm quite an imaginative person, even though I don't.
Imagine it.
Yeah, I'm an Imagineer. Even though I don't sound like I am. I don't act like I am. I'm quite a miserable person. Well, I have a miserable attitude, but I'm quite a happy person.
Yeah, high five, Barry.
No.
Rejected.
Yeah.
I touched his shoulder today. I thought he was going to kill me. I literally went, Barry, we can never forget this moment. The first thing he said was, get Get your hand off me.
Get your hand off me, boy!
He woke up with a black eye.
Yeah.
Michael, what do you want to do?
I want to study cinematography. Hope preferably at a film school, if not university. I want to go into the TV or film industry. We'd like to go into the film industry, but I know it's going to be a lot harder than, well, if you can work hard for it, you can achieve your dreams, as one has said.
Right, why do you want to do cinematography?
For those that don't know, I actually said that to him this morning. That if you work hard, you can.
Yes, we had this conversation.
Okay.
I want to be part of a team. You know, working with. I mean, ever since I started filming my skateboarding, like I started watching a lot of films just for some reason. Just all of a sudden, I just wanted to watch more and more films,
right.
and I got intrigued by it. Like watched the behind the scenes, and I don't know. I just put two and two together, and I started playing around with a few things. I knew it was definitely what I wanted to do. Like going to the TV studios and going to a lot of the applause-stores.com places.
Sponsored by Applause Stores.
Going to a lot of those shows. Like I went to Take Me Out twice, Big Brother's finals, and I just know that's definitely what I want to do. And Barry, stop nodding.
They're just terrible shows.
Barry, you watch Merlin?
Yeah.
Say no more.
Merlin's a good show. Merlin's a brilliant show.
I haven't watched Merlin.
Merlin's like Doctor Who.
I wouldn't mind watching it. I wouldn't mind watching it.
But these two guys both had television. I don't. I have no idea what they're talking about.
I don't know.
Merlin is like Doctor Who.
Merlin. I would watch Merlin, but like you said last time, 4 series in, I can't be bothered. So
no, 4 series in, and he hasn't revealed to that many people that he's got magic, and they've just elected King Arthur. I think in this new season that's coming, or this new series that's coming up, they will reveal, or he has to reveal at least to someone else.
Well, if he starts Dark Knight Rises, he's going to tell everyone. Everyone.
Yeah. Just, oh, I saw you and I knew you had magic because I saw your face because you gave me that look at one time. Oh, great, thanks. Tell me what look that was. I won't do it ever again.
Right. Okay.
Talking of the Dark Knight Rises.
Wow, Dark Knight Rises. Wow.
So, Mary, what do you want to do?
Well, what do I want to do? I want to be a visual effects artist, but I've been thinking about it. I want to work in a group, in a team working on a film. But being a visual effects artist is sort of separate from the story. I like telling stories, which is why I like filming, and I don't want that to be separate. I would like to be able to do both.
So you want to edit as well as VFX?
Yes, I want to be able to tell a story of a film as well as being able to use the visual effects, not just like fancy Transformers, Planet of the Apes stuff. Just stuff that actually helps.
Talking of Transformers, I saw a fireworks display the other day. It's just like a Bay film, except more character development.
There was more of a character arc.
Yeah,
it went up.
There's more of a free act structure,
So, thank you guys for being here for our first episode of Media Student Perspective. I've been your host, Mary and Cami, and am I right? I have.
Yeah, you already know my name.
And on my left we have...
You already know my name, apparently. Michael, thank you.
That's Barry with him and Michael McNally. Thank you and see you next time.
Macinally! Mac-I-Nally, not McNally. I'm not Ronan's son.
Michael, please pronounce my name.
Endemiri.